So in continuation with the last class, now we shall define some more terms associated with the radiation. So total hemispherical emissivity. Total emissivity or total hemispherical emissivity is defined as emissive power of any surface divided by emissive power of a black surface. Emissive power of any surface divided by emissive power of a black surface is defined as emissivity or simply or total hemispherical emissivity. Now, similar to that total hemispherical emissivity, we can also define monochromatic hemispherical emissivity. Monochromatic emissivity is defined as denoted by E epsilon lambda is equal to monochromatic emissive power of any surface divided by monochromatic emissive power of a black surface. Monochromatic emissive power of any surface divided by monochromatic emissive power of a black surface is known as monochromatic emissivity. Now, gray surface. What do you mean by another term associated with gray surface? What is gray surface? Gray surface is that whose if a surface absorbs a definite percentage of radiation, if any surface absorbs a definite percentage of radiation irrespective of the wavelength, then it is called as a gray surface. A gray surface is one which absorbs a definite percentage of radiation irrespective of the wavelength. Falling on that, it is called a gray surface. So here a emissive power of is a gray body and a black body are shown with respect to wavelength is shown in the figure. So here we can see that a gray body, a black body, and a colored body, and this is a colored body. So you can see that the emissive power of any surface, gray surface, divided by emissive power of a black surface is known as a monochromatic emissivity. Monochromatic emissivity. Monochromatic emissivity. Emissive power of gray surface divided by emissive power of a black surface is known as a monochromatic emissivity. So you can see that a gray surface is that whose monochromatic emissivity is constant. Whose monochromatic emissivity is constant is equal to constant. A gray surface is one whose monochromatic emissivity is constant. So the gray body is two definitions of gray body. A gray body is that body which absorbs a definite percentage of radiation irrespective of the wavelength falling on it. And another definition of gray surface is a gray body is that whose monochromatic emissivity is constant. And you can see a monochromatic the emissivity of a colored body is not remaining constant. It is varying with respect to, it is different for different wavelengths. Now I will go to the next thing. We shall define some of the laws of radiation. So first, Planck's law of radiation. So we can see here, we are seeing from this figure that so the monochromatic emissive power of any surface, monochromatic emissive power of a surface at different temperatures is shown in the figure. From the figure, it is clear that we see that monochromatic emissive power varies with respect to wavelength. And also monochromatic emissive power varies with respect to temperature. So Max Planck developed the quantum theory of radiation, and he found that monochromatic emissive power is a function of both lambda and T. And he obtained the following expression for the monochromatic emissive power of a black body. So he is given by monochromatic emissive power of a black surface is given by C1 lambda raised to minus 5 divided by E raised to C2 by lambda T minus 1. where C1 and C2 are constant. C1 is equal to 33.74 into 10 raised to minus 16 watt meter square, and C2 equal to 1.438 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter Kelvin, and lambda is equal to wavelength in meters. This is the Planck's law of radiation. And now, next, Wien's displacement law. Wien's displacement law. What you can see here in the figure that the monochromatic emissive power of a surface goes on increasing with respect to wavelength, and it becomes maximum at a certain value of wavelength, and then it decreases and becomes zero. The wavelength at which the lambda max, wavelength at which the monochromatic emissive power becomes maximum goes on decreasing. It also found that wavelength at which the monochromatic emissive power becomes maximum goes on decreasing. This wavelength, maximum wavelength, goes on decreasing with respect to goes on decreasing with increase in temperature. So that the product of lambda max into T, product of lambda max into T is constant. So that means lambda max 1 T1 into lambda max 1 into T1 is equal to lambda max 2 into T2 is equal to lambda max 3 into T3 is equal to constant. If lambda max is in mu m, then lambda max T equal to 2897.6 mu m K. Lambda max T equal to 2897.6 mu m K. This is the Wien displacement law. Now, Stefan-Boltzmann law. So you can see that here the monochromatic emissive power. I told you the total emissive power of a body is summation of all the EB, total emissive power EB is summation of all the monochromatic emissive power from 0 to infinity. It is summation of all the monochromatic emissive power from 0 wavelength to wavelength in infinity wavelength. So what is the Stefan-Boltzmann says? The law says that total emissive power emitted by a body is proportional to fourth power of absolute temperature. Stefan-Boltzmann law says that the total emissive power of a body is equal to fourth power of absolute temperature. So if we remove this proportional sign, EB equal to sigma T raised to 4. Sigma T raised to 4. Now we shall obtain the Stefan-Boltzmann law from this. So as I told, total emissive power equal to 0 to infinity of EB lambda D lambda. 0 to infinity of EB lambda D lambda. So EB lambda, substituting the value of EB lambda from Planck's law. What is EB lambda? Is substituting the value of EB lambda from Planck's law. So EB lambda equal to from Planck's law is equal to C1 lambda raised to minus 5 E raised to C2 by lambda T minus 1 into D lambda. So EB equal to 0 to infinity C1 lambda raised to minus 5 E raised to C2 by lambda T minus 1 D lambda. So substituting the value of C2 by lambda T equal to Y. Substitute the value of C2 by lambda T equal to Y. Then lambda equal to C2 by YT. Lambda equal to C2 by YT. D lambda equal to minus C2 by Ty square minus C2 by Ty square into dy. Minus C2 by Ty square dy. So now the integration